Hello everybody, here we are again, finally. It's been a while that I've been live except for my cooking then, but I thought it was time to do the summarize of Ireland and of the places that I've been now. It's been a while, as you can see. I haven't seen you or haven't spoken about day 47 until 70, so I'm already more than 70 days into my world trip and I'm really enjoying it. Well, I left Ireland, so as everybody maybe knows, I really had a good time there. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much all the hosts who made it possible. I stayed about 45 days in total. I've seen so many things. It was so good to re-see the people. I met couchsurfing people, made new friends, maybe made new connections for new travels. It was different than 19 years ago. Ireland for me changed in that way. Maybe I look at it differently now as well. I became 19 years older as well. But I did see in one street, for instance, a lot of bookies, a lot of pubs or bars, and the normal close in small villages were often closing. So I hope that focus changes for the people. It's not bad if you do a bet every once in a while or you have a drink every once in a while, but if the normal clothing shop around the corners are struggling and the pubs, the bars and the pubs are thriving and the bookies, not sure if that's a good thing, but all good. I really had a good time, had lovely walks and with Wokes and Brona and Mr. Steven and Niku and so many people more. I really enjoyed it, so thank you very much everybody for that. After Ireland I went to my mate Mr. Bannon in Liverpool. He's been a friend for a long time. I met him in France working in frog pubs. It's about 10 years ago I think, and I was with his lovely missus as well, so I stayed there for Christmas. Liverpool is a very interesting place to go to. Sorry. I really liked the street art that's everywhere there. It's just randomly done. It's some project. They don't like boring factory walls or boring construction walls, so they let artists paint something really nice over it or brush. I don't know how they do it. I'm not an artist. So that was really nice to visit. Liverpool itself is in such a size you can easily walk through it. I like walking. My friend Bannon did not. He would like to take the taxi. But we had a really good time. The special thing was that we did, with Christmas time, we helped out in a homeless shelter. I think that's the correct way to say it. So we served the homeless people during Christmas Day, which was really pleasant to do. The guys liked it as well. It was much appreciated. Yeah, we had a really good time. We didn't have to prepare a lot in the kitchen itself. Because the lady who run the kitchen already did everything, so we just mainly did serving and a little bit of dishwashing, and we had a nice Christmas dinner as well. That was better than the greasy pizza we had in the evening because we did not prepare ourselves very good on Christmas itself. But anyway, Liverpool was a really good place to go to. Really enjoyed it. I stayed about 10 days at Mr. Bannon and his missus' place. We swapped around a little bit, so a really good time. After that I wanted to celebrate London, or New Year in London. I wanted to see the fireworks, but apparently it's really hard to see the fireworks in London. You need to buy tickets and it's a whole hassle. So if you ever go to London and want to see the New Year fireworks, make sure you buy tickets so you can get in and have the best view. What I did now, I was standing with still hundreds and hundreds of other people near the Millennium Bridge, which is just around the corner, and you could see the firework, only not what was happening on the ground. So there was a bit of pity, but I really enjoyed it still. The people around you, it's still nice to, to scream Happy New Year with everybody all together. But I didn't make it that late that day because Rose arranged that the next day, on the 1st of January, I could go to the London New Year's Day parade. Yes, I say it correctly. And the intention was, I didn't even know what it was, so I had to look it up. It's people from all over the world, I think. Or anyway, from many different places come and show what they can do. So you have dancers, you have acts, you have musicians, you have many different kinds of people, and there's also a group of stuntmen participating in this parade. So the intention was that I would drive along and just sit aside in the van that would tag along with them, just in case if there was a bike broken or a quad, there was a trailer behind it, we could stick it on the trailer and then the parade could continue. But from that, I was already quite quickly being asked, maybe Gus, can you take some pictures? Because, it would be nice if you have some nice pictures from this parade. And of course, as everybody may know, I do like to take pictures and film from time to time. So I said, yeah, okay, I will definitely do that. But then they started counting and they realized there were 4 quads and 3 people to drive on them. And believe me, I did not drive a quad with a jumper to jump. I was driving the quad on which the ramp was behind. Or they asked me if I would do it, and they asked me, can you drive a quad? I said no, but I'm always willing to learn. So it had a gas handle, and it was, you know, a bit different than I'm used to if you drive a bike. Not that I do that often, but I did when I was younger. And yeah, you know, you have to work the clutch or the gear, or however it's called. So that all worked out fine. It was a really good experience. First, I've never heard of the London New Year's Day parade, and all of a sudden you're in the middle of it. So it was a beautiful experience. So thank you all guys for arranging that and you know, letting me tag along. I've been asked if I can come back next year, but I don't know where I'm going to be next year around New Year's. But if I'm in the area, I'll definitely tag along again and make some pictures and maybe even drive the quad. Really good time. So I spent a few days in London. Then I met Rose from 19 years ago as well. I met her in Ireland. It was beautiful to see her again as well. You know, with some people, if you even haven't seen each other for such a long time and you connect straight away, it was really good. In the meantime, she has a family, a lovely kid, James. So it was for me interesting now to be part of that family. We did many different things. We went to parks, we went to Windsor Castle, we played some snooker, we did a boat trip, we went to the sea. I only spent 5 days, but the 5 days were really well filled up. We did many great things and I really enjoyed it. I hope they enjoyed my company too. So that was a really good time. Thank you very much for everything on that one. And then I decided to go back to one of my good old friends, Mr. Sebastian. Monsieur Sebastian, aka Frenchie. I think you've seen him in the cooking film that I made before. I also write down back in London, but we do a lot of cooking together. We met in Bristol, and I think about 13 years ago. I wrote it down. That's 15 years ago when we worked for Fresh and Wild. Later that was Whole Foods, and I don't know. He's just a special character. He's really good. I just love him to death, and he's still a chef now. So he didn't stop cooking. And yeah, I showed you one dish that we made together. This was a dish that my nieces and my nephew picked. But we've been cooking every day. He's cooking something now. And I am going to cook my favorite dish, which is chili con carne, which my sister taught me. I'm going to cook for them tonight. So, you know, it's been a lot of cooking involved. And I really enjoy it. It's been a good time so far. Like I said, I'm 70 days in my trip. And I'm amazed about what I've already done. And there's still things to come. I'm going to do a walk with somebody in Scotland, and I got many things planned. So I'm really looking forward to do it all. So yeah, thank you very much for listening. But I got one more thing that I want to show you. Like I said, I left Ireland, but I had an idea about every country where I go to. I call myself Glugger Gusk. Glugger means to have a drink, and I do like my drink, even if it's water or an alcoholic beverage. I would like to pick a drink from every country that I go to. And you thought, why is this plant here? Well, this plant is here for a reason. It covers my glass. And then there's another thing. This thing is a souvenir, and I use that as my drinking cup for my special drinks. I'm going to tell you about this drink. Maybe some have seen it already in my previous movies, but I'm going to say what they write about it themselves. The color is a warm golden topaz, hues of rich coffee. The nose is complex, so you smell complex fruits with drizzling of caramel, butterscotch and vanilla, brown spice and toasted oak. The taste, spicy at first, but then quickly sweetens with a rich caramel, vanilla and butterscotch. Atop, a deep layer of dried fruit. And the finish is lingering hints of dried fruit and caramelized sugar. Well, maybe you could guess, it is the Slane whiskey. It is the beautiful whiskey. I cannot emphasize it so much. Before this, my favorite was Johnny Walker Black Label. I do like my whiskies from time to time, and I like to drink them pure. But Wokes introduced me to this. She is from Slane Village and Slane Castle there. I made a movie about it as well. Is making this whiskey, and I just really love it though. This is all the color and this and that, but I'm having it from this cup. I have this as a souvenir in one of my last trips with Vanessa. And I like to drink as a Viking, and I like to drink my drinks in a special way. And this is my special drink from Ireland. So if you're ever in the vicinity, not all pubs sell it, but if you ever see it, just give it a try. I will promise you, you really like it. There's more people who tried this one who do not drink whiskey, and they all said it's a really good one. So salute, thank you very much for watching. I'm having a nice sip of this, and I think Sebastian will call me in a minute for dinner. Thank you for watching. Big hug, big kiss. Do subscribe to my channel so you can keep be updated with all my travels. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.